How you doing? I gotta make sure that I am in the right live. Did I just goof up? Switch accounts? Oh, gosh darn it. Hi, Nature Fan 101. Hey, Carrie. Let's see. You are? That's good. No, that's not what I want. I like to hear that. I like to hear that you guys are excited. Okay. So, I need to do wash. Ew. Hi, Oscar Junior 975. How are you? Oh my goodness, I can't sit. Okay, I really got to figure out this camera thing. Glad to hear that you're good. Yeah, 2 weeks sounds about right. I think that's what mine was. The only good thing about my glasses is because of the work that I was doing at the time, I already knew that one of my kiddos liked to grab my glasses and throw them. And so that was a thing. Now, luckily, those glasses were just those glasses were just the little reading glasses you can get at like Walmart or Dollar Tree. So when I went to the optometrist to get the glasses, I'm like, hey, I need glasses that will stand up to being thrown. And they're like, oh, we can work on that. So anyway, hi everybody. Happy New Year. I hope we all get the year that we so desperately need, because in a lot of ways this has been a rough year. Or last year was a rough year, I should say. I get a feeling that 2026 is going to be a mixed bag. So, big question. Does hold on, because I'm going to do it in a poll. Actually, that is surprising. I knew about the Nutria. I did not know about the Capybara. Interesting. Okay, so the poll. Do you like rodents? Pretty simple. This is what we are talking about today. Well, sort of anyway. We're going to take a peek at two South American rodents. One is pretty well known, and the other one is, well, at the time, I didn't know about the capybara being potentially invasive, but the Nutria definitely is. So let's get into the stuff. Right off the bat, we're gonna start with the capybara. Yes, it is. The capybara is the largest rodent in the world, and they reach 3.2 to 4.2 feet long, or 100 to 130 centimeters long. They stand 1.6 feet in height, or 50 centimeters in height, and they can weigh anywhere from 60 to 174 pounds. That is a big rodent. Hi, Sarah Hernandez, 1875. I hope I pronounced your name right. Okay. When you came into live, did you get any messages about rules or anything? I just want to check because it's supposed to be doing that. And if not, then I need to fix some stuff. I hope you do. I hope you have the same. Okay, D-Man. Now, fun fact, in the 16th century, the Catholic Church decided that since capybara can swim... Wait. Fun fact, in the 16th century, the Catholic Church decided that since capybara can swim, that their meat could be eaten on Fridays during Lent. You may not get it because you've been in live before. Oscar, have you gotten anything about rules? A staggering 75% of what a capybara eats consists of just 3 to 6 species of plants, which says a lot because these guys will eat 6 to 8 pounds of vegetation a day, or 2.7 to 3.7 kilograms of grass per day. Kind of crazy, huh? During the dry season, these rodents are going to be eating reeds, grains, melons, squashes, tubers. Oh, and they will also eat their own poo. That helps to keep beneficial bacteria thriving in their stomachs. Now, they do something pretty unique amongst rodents. And that is that they actually chew cud just like a cow. If you don't know what cud is, basically they eat grass. They throw it up, partially throw it up into the mouth, and then they chew it up again, and then they swallow it. Milton Quinton Vanilla or Tanilla 9497. I see you too. They roam. These guys, you can find them in Central and South America. I don't know. I don't want one. I lost my place. I hate that. They roam swampy, grassy regions. Hi, Sean Tay Blocks. These guys are going to be roaming swampy, grassy regions that border rivers, ponds, streams, and lakes. Yeah, Hootsons are pretty cool. Milton, if you're in my house, you're probably going to be really unhappy. Big time unhappy. They are closely related to guinea pigs. Believe it or not. They depend on water, not as a way to. So, not only do they depend on water as a means of getting away from predators, but they also feed on water plants. Oh, but I love you, Milton. I love you, Milton. That's nice. Can I continue with my topic now? They can stay underwater for up to 5 minutes while escaping from predators. When it comes to reproducing, their gestation period is 5 to 6 months, and typically they will have 5 pups, but sometimes they can have up to 8 babies. It will take the babies 15 months to mature. Hi, Sean Blocks. So anyway, we are going to move on to the Nutria. Now, I've already said hi. You don't want to spam this channel. I'm telling you, don't do it. So the Nutria also goes by this name. Pretty much everywhere else except for the United States. Now, the Nutria has been that is what I've heard, Dusty Unk. We would like to see a lot more people eating exotics. We are going to be covering the Nutria as an invasive species, but not at this time. As adults, they are going to weigh between 15 to 20 pounds. They have a heavy rat-like tail. Nutria are adaptable, but the one thing very important to them is water. Their diet includes roots, rhizomes, tubers, grasses. Fun fact, I know a guy from my church who has had guinea pig. At least I think he did. One thing, if you get too close to a capybara or a Nutria, you'll notice is that they have orange teeth. That orange is due to iron that is in their teeth. This makes their teeth harder and allows them to feed on heavy plants. Sean Tablox, you're heading for a departure from my live. Yes, they are always growing. Thank you for the smiles. They are going to be eating a crazy 25% of their body weight daily. I know that may not mean anything to you, but to make it make more sense, take someone who weighs around 150 pounds and have them eat up to 40 pounds of food a day. And that is what it is like to be a Nutria. Thank you, AAC Wildlife Removal, for doing the math on that one. It keeps their teeth from chipping or becoming dull. So the iron in their teeth keeps them from chipping or getting dull. Nutria will live in burrows and will also create floating platforms built of dead vegetation on which they will groom and all of that stuff. Well, they get to be 15 and 20 pounds, so that's a pretty good sized rodent, at least in my mind. These guys will take over muskrat nest. In South America, you can find them in Argentina, Brazil, Bolivia, Chile, Paraguay, and Uruguay. I will mention that the reason that these animals have been brought into other countries is for their fur. Now, they have a lifespan of around 6.5 years. Females can give birth for the first time around 8 to 9 months of age. In a good year, a female can have 2 to 3 litters, and she can mate again within just 2 days after giving birth. She can have on average 4 to 6 babies, but she can have as many as 16. One thing that they do worry about with these animals is because they burrow, there is a concern about levees. So, what was the most surprising animal fact that you learned on my channel today? Let me know in chat. You have I'm gonna yeah. Capybaras are rodents, so are Nutria. Okay, next question. Do you have any New Year resolutions? On my end, my New Year resolutions are pretty much for YouTube. It's to regain some of the issues that the channel has had to deal with this year. We had some downswings, and we had some. I need to get back to that. I know I can do it. I know we can do it. You guys are helping. I'm excited for the new species that we're going to be covering. I'm excited to meet new people. I'm excited to see the new stories on the Spooky channel and want to see that channel going somewhere. I also want to carry that excitement throughout the year. So hopefully we can do that. Okay. We're going to start doing crazy stuff during lives. It's going to be either a small game or engagement with you guys. So, quick fire wildlife myths. We're going to do 3 facts. Or are they? Some of them could be lies. Are you ready? Let me know if you're ready. Let me know, Freddy. And everybody can participate. Okay. The first one is called blood sweat. Hippos sweat blood to stay cool. What do you think? Fact or fiction? Hippos sweat blood to stay cool. Fact or fiction? It is a lie. Hippos do have a natural sunscreen that they produce, but it is not red. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It is red, but it is not blood. It also is sort of like an antiseptic, so that's cool. Possum hang, or hanging possums. That does not sound good, but trust me, it's not what it sounds like. I promise. Possums sleep by hanging from their tails. Possums sleep by hanging from their tails. Is it fiction or is it fact? It is fiction. It is fiction. Only the babies can hang by their tails. Adults are much, much too heavy. Next up, bird brains. Crows can recognize human faces and hold grudges. Is it fact or fiction? It is true. Crows can remember friends or enemies, and they can even teach their friends and their children who the enemies are and who their friends are. Kind of cool. They will also give you presents, if you did not know that. Oscar, if you're still on, you can participate in that. If you can. Each live is going to have different, it'll be different. Hi, Chuck Buck 6158. No, I don't. I'm sorry. I see a lot of people coming and going out of my lives, so yeah. Asking me to remember one person, unless you give me a reason to remember you, probably isn't gonna happen. But welcome to my live. We still have time left. So if you wanted to talk or chat, we can do that. I am switching up lives quite a bit. All of the lives that allow it will have 2 animal topics. I want to cover as many species as I can during lives because there's a whole mess to cover. Maybe eventually we'll be able to cover them all. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. There's way, way too many. But cool stuff coming up, I promise. Nature Fan 101. I sat down with my AI because I am not an expert on zombies. So with the AI's help, I'm going to become... I forgot to do it again. I always forget to do that. Guys, if during live, if I ever miss a question, I don't mean to. I'm just not always watching lives. And I apologize for that. But I am really excited for the new videos that are coming up. I think there's some really good topics that we're going to be covering. I'm going to be covering for you guys. So hopefully you're excited. Just FYI, whoops, that broke. There are some things that I have switched up. In order to get that done. It's not a big deal, but you'll see. I want to go over some stuff that I posted. I don't know. We can't help it. I don't know which ones you're talking about. I don't know which ones you're talking about, D-Man. I think the really weird ones are on TikTok. Personally. Oh, yeah. Big time characters. Yeah. Yeah. I get those people every once in a while. Yeah, the tarot cards are kind of creepy. So with the zombie apocalypse thing, I'm gonna use the AI to help me sort of fill in some blanks, because I do have blanks, because I don't know zombies. I don't like zombies. So the AI is gonna help me mesh. Thank you to my new subscribers. I appreciate you guys. We have made it, if I haven't said this already, this year marks 10 years that this channel has been around, guys. 10 years. So that's really cool. I'm going to try. I can't show blood, but I can try. It's probably more going to be like a humans have been gone for a while. I'm looking at a 10-year sort of a thing. We will be doing if I can remember to do the fun little game thing at the end, we will do it. I do not have tonight's live typed up because I worked really hard yesterday. So, upcoming lives, let's do that really quick. Tonight we're doing another set of animals. I think D-Man's going to be excited for this. It is black piranha, and I think I have it spelled right. Payara? Payara. I think that's spelled right. Tomorrow we're going to do Mariana Trench and the Saragossa Sea. Tuesday will be an exhibit focus. We'll be taking a look at the islands at Chester Zoo and Asia Quest at the Columbus Zoo. Friday will be Allosaurus and Brachiosaurus. And then later that night, wait, hold up. I did fill in the blanks. Okay. I just got done. Ooh, happy birthday to your nephew. Those are always fun. Okay. I don't have. I will have something for later that night on the 6th. I just haven't had a chance to get it in. The 10th, whatever day that is. Hi, do you do the do when you do? Shadow 555 Titan. Are you okay? Or do I need to call an ambulance? On the 10th, we're going to be doing blue-throated macaw and the Brazilian merganser, and then January 10th at 6 p.m., we will be doing platypus and the quokka. And then the 13th, we are going to be doing game night. What am I? Yeah. That could be. On the so we'll do game night in the at 1 p.m. I'm going to change that to game day. And then in the evening, we are going to do human history and nature. And we are going to be taking a look at what a colonialist in the United States may have had in their herb garden and why some of those things were not necessarily great for the United States. And I will leave you guys with that because I don't know what else to say about it. Video wise, the game plan for the rest of the week. Sorry to say, but what? Scallop, A History of Food will be coming tomorrow. I don't think so. I don't. Oh, yeah, I wish it would. I wish brain rot would disappear. Capybara and Nutria, I don't think they do the whole wood thing. Scallops, the history of food scallops will be tomorrow's video. There is a new short. I think I posted it to this channel. Sundays is going to be Fool's Parsley. Nature fan might know what that is, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. It's from it grows in the UK. I am introducing new things into the videos as well. I don't know anything about it. There will be a so in the lives or in the videos from now on, there's going to be a call to action. That's that is new to me, D-Man. But that sort of makes sense. So the call to action is going to be things you can do at home to either benefit the topic. It'll always have to do with the topic on hand. Whatever that may be. And I think I added something else as well. I don't know. I'm going nuts. But anyway, fool's parsley, coastal taipan should be Monday. So hello, Aeon G1K. Ah. Well, you know, so action plans are in place for those. I am from Indiana. Where are you from? We will be doing Tamarind, if you've ever heard of that. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that tamarind is also an invasive in Florida. Ah, Pakistan. Okay, welcome. So tamarind will be either Sunday or Monday. No, tamarind is it's a tree. No, tamarind. Tamarind. It's a tree that has leaflets, sort of like a locust, sort of, or an acacia. And then it has big, heavy, maybe not super, super big, but has pods on it that's used to make beverages and other stuff with. We are also going to be doing one of the river stingrays from South America. So that'll be coming up Monday or Tuesday. I'm thinking Tuesday. I'm really excited for the stingray. I don't do a lot of stingray-ish type stuff on the channel, so we're also going to be doing the black caiman, and then we hit another subscriber week. So for those of you who are not subscribers, you're missing out because I let you guys pick the themes for that. Spotted sucker will be coming up later in the week. Eastern mosquito fish, Manchiel tree, Tony stoma, hopefully pronounce that right, Florida apple snails, zombie apocalypse and wildlife, and Matamata. And that brings us 2 weeks. So I'm going to probably do the live for tonight after this. and then work on videos. It takes a lot of time if you're curious to do the videos. Just to give you an idea of what I go through. Of course, research, right? Because I don't just pull this stuff out of my head. I think so. I lost what I was going to say. So, give you an idea. I type up the script. Once I have the script typed up, I then add in all of the extras, whatever that may be. Cool. I added some catfish to some of my stuff for lives. They're pretty scattered, though. I should probably dig into that and let you know what's going on. Flat Earth theory. Ay, 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 ay. I think, okay, I'm gonna say this politely because I don't want to offend anybody, but I personally think it is a load of, and you can fill in the blank. I don't buy it. I never have. I never will. Yes. That's the way I look at it. I don't buy the I don't buy into it, sorry. And if you believe that, that's fine. You are more than welcome to believe what you want to believe. And I'm not necessarily talking to my people in chat. I'm talking to out there. You're welcome to believe what you want to believe. Just don't expect me to accept it. So I did update some live stuff. And I want to share some of it because I know some people will be really excited by it. So let me scroll through because it is a mess. Let me first make sure that I'm not missing anything in July. Oh, I even started on August because I messed up and had stuff that I didn't get to. So it is fun. Oh, I never finished what I was talking about. So I do the video, and depending upon the video script writing can take an hour, 2 hours sometimes. And then you add in extras, you look for pictures, or in my case sometimes you draw, but I really haven't been drawing a whole lot lately. Sometimes I have the AI come up with pictures. Once that is done, I record my voice for the script. And then I upload that onto my phone, or I upload it to my computer from my phone, and then stick it into the video editor software, and then add pictures, add music, add all the extras, and then I edit. But what I have found, and it's much easier to do, is to edit the speaking part, get that squared away, and then add in my pictures and everything else. And it goes a whole lot smoother. Um, at the end of the month, I had originally planned to do a channel roundup for both sessions of lives. I'm not doing that. That is true. He was just looking for a shortcut. But fun fact, he was not the first person to discover the Americas, though. So that theory was thrown out years ago. Um, yes, it was the Vikings. Well, yeah. Um, so we will be doing a fun engagement activity at the end of each month. It's not, I'm not going for trivia. I want other stuff. Fun stuff. That sort of relates to other stuff. We have in July, it is a way off, but we're going to be doing the Florida Mission Everglades. I think it's the Miami Zoo. And then an exhibit from Australia. But that's not the cool thing. We will be doing a history of human history and nature. We'll be taking a look at the plague. We're going to be doing an experiment. I haven't picked the experiment yet. America or Europe didn't have a lot of things until they found the Americas. Fun fact. Home lab, yeah. Coming up also in July. I don't think D-Man was here for this. I am going to be covering some prehistoric fishies. I should know it. Well, the UK did, but the Dutch were also heavily involved in it was sort of a, oh yeah, the Spanish. There were a bunch of countries who were involved in all of that. These are topics coming up in the future of the channel. These will be coming up in July, I think it is. Black pepper, depending upon how much of it you get into you, I think it can be hot and spicy. I agree with that. Um, we will also be doing a human history and nature on the Silk Road. Mainly looking at silk. Not so much the spices, but we might cover that too. We're going to be doing a destination roulette. It's a what if type thing, just for the fun of it. I give you and $50, and you have to tell me what you're going to do with it. We have a foraging and ethnobotany. We're going to be doing, hopefully, common plantain and wild onion. And that's going to be July 4th. I am not doing potentially, sorry, my non-American subscribers. I'm not going to be doing an evening live on July 4th. I'm not really giving you guys $50. I have talked about weird foods on this channel before, and we're going to be doing a live where we talk about more weird foods, or at least foods that are weird to me. Now, I'm not talking like actual dishes necessarily, but anyway. We have, and I know I've already talked about this one, but we're going to be doing July 19th or June 19th, Emmons Walrus, Florida Dugong, North American False Scarial, and Apachesaurus. We are going to be taking a look at some protozoa drawings. Sparrow Creed, you can't talk about you can't talk about that activity on Nature Fan. Don't encourage it. You can't talk about that in a live. Yes, I am. We're going to be doing a mythology on bats, as well as looking at cryptids like Nessie, Champ, Okopogo, and U-28. If you haven't heard about that, it's a killer. Literally. Another ethnobotany, common chickweed and dandelion, and then we're going to be doing human history and nature, ergots, in relation to the Salem witch trials. And then we have two more long agos, which we're going to be doing Plesiosaur, Ceratherium, and the short-faced bear. We're going to be looking at some exotic foods, long bean, winged bean, bitter melon, and fenugreek. And then April 10th, Ichthyosaur and Mosasaurus, Postosuchus and Paposaurus. An exhibit focus, Land of the Tiger and Realm of the Red Ape. Thank you, Sparrow Creed. I really appreciate that. On May 31st, we're going to talk a little bit about what plants we get dyes from, and you get to figure out what those dyes, what those plants create, what color, if that made sense. In Europe, for a while, one of the popes led to cats being unalived. We're going to be doing an ethnobotany, weird things that plants were used for that have nothing to do with ethnobotany. Things like planting rowan trees to protect your house from evil. Stuff like that. Oh, excuse me. I hope so. I'm not going to be dyeing anything, but I will be talking about it. Arctic Passage and Tundra Trek will be coming up. We're going to be doing animals in the backyard. I'm going to be looking at where people live. One of those animals will be an American animal. The other one will be an urban wildlife from different countries. So, March 7th, we're going to be doing fox squirrel and the Philippine tomb bat. And then later that night, we're going to be doing DK's brown snake and the common crate from India. So basically, just a lot of. Oh, another one is going to be. You know, I have videos on mushrooms. I don't do a lot with mushrooms because I'm el crapo when it comes to mushrooms. We have in February we have Colombian mammoth and dwarf mammoth along with cave bear and cave lion, as well as we're going to be doing a thing where we create a greenhouse and you guys help me decide what we're going to plant in that greenhouse. We will be doing a would you rather at the end of January. We will be talking about what would happen if animals fought back. And I think that's everything. So we will not. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm looking at when people are most active, and most of us are in for the PM. And so if we do trivia, it will be a 1 p.m. thing. Yes, I will. Yeah, I can do mushrooms. I can talk about mushrooms, but I'm not going to do edible 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is, yes, is 7 p.m. Eastern Time, or what is it? 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. Whatever time California is in. It will be a challenge. I do have some videos on mushrooms. But I generally don't do mushrooms. But I do need to go, guys. One, because I'm hungry. I haven't had lunch yet. And I have a live and a video to work on, as well as another script. So, yes. So again, trivia will only be either AM or PM. Usually, oh, wait. I lied. At the 1 p.m. session, I'm not having papaya for lunch. They will be either, trivia will either be at a 1 p.m. Trivia is at a 1 p.m. session. So if you missed the 1 p.m. session and you were hoping to play trivia, you've missed it. I need to get other stuff covered that I feel is just as important as having time to be together as subscriber and me. So anyway, those changes were made last night so that I can cover more topics. I will see you guys later. Be good. Take care. I will be back at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time to talk about some fish. So go figure. I will talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody. If you have questions, you can leave them in the channel, in the community page. Bye, guys.